Okay, so I'm here in my neighborhood, and I'm talking to Sogo. His name is Sogo. Here are his pants. These are pants fabric from Africa. Check it out. So, but we can't show his face because he's a refugee and doesn't want to show his face because he can, well, what did you say? The UN, I mean, he's a refugee in Hong Kong, the only country, Hong Kong was the only country who would accept him. And anyway, he's coming to the comedy club, and so we were talking tonight about different things, and he's from Africa, West Africa. We won't say the country, even that isn't okay. But something that he told me that was really interesting is about the cocoa, yeah, and how the French came and they started to ship they took over and they started to ship the cocoa back to Europe. So all these countries like Swiss chocolate, Belgium chocolate, it comes from Africa. It doesn't even come from Europe. And then if they want to buy chocolate in their own country, it costs too much because it's shipped to Europe and then processed, and then they make candy and they send it back to Africa. They can't even eat it, can't afford it. So I was asking Soko about his experience. Too bad we can't see his face, but I was asking him about his experience being a refugee here and what his impression was of what happened in Libya. Okay, Sogo. So what's your opinion of what happened over in
Libya?
Yeah, in Libya, and of Gaddafi. I mean,
Gaddafi, you know,
how did people view him in your country?
Gaddafi he was a president from Libya for more than 42 years, yeah. But people knew about Gaddafi in Africa. Gaddafi tried to join all African countries to be like his son. He was trying to do it on that way, and then he died. They killed him. But for African people, they are very upset about that. It's like they lost someone who was trying to get up.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, trying to unite
to
make
Africa,
it stronger.
make it stronger, to have a strong economy. Because the problem of Africa is economic. We don't have nothing. The young people, they don't have work after finish study. You know.
Right.
It's very horrible. You know. It's horrible.
So he was maybe created a lot of hope in people's
you can
minds.
See, it's not that easy to find the Libyan people before the war start in Libya. Those people, they have everything. They have social welfare in their country.
Yes.
Gaddafi was make them life very good. I have a friend been there. He told me when you have age like 20, when you become to get a family to get married, you get more support from them, from the government, more money. The people they don't suffering in there before. But now you can see how Libya look like. Libya become a refugee. Libya. Before they don't. The country was good.
Right.
The welfare was very strong there. All people in Africa were thinking to live there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
A lot of Africans wanted to go to Libya. It was
to live there. Because life was good there, good salary, yeah. And Libyan also, do you see the Libyan people here? Before they No, they don't go out. They're prone to stay in their country.
Right, I know they went out to study and they would get money to study.
Yeah, everything they want. The government have a good policy to support them and everything you want to do. Everything. They don't have house problem, they don't have food problem, nothing. Libyan, you can ask anyone. But people, Western people was telling them they don't have democracy, it's dictator. But it's them think that, but the population there, they was happy.
Right. I feel a bit sad about it too. So he was really...
For us, you know, like some people there in Africa, is like the Western people want to educate them like, you know, the kids. Do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. And we can take, I take for example my country. Before they don't have democracy, only one president, but the country was peaceful. When the multi-parties or democracy come to my country, trouble until now. Peace, go away.
Right, so there's no peace there, there's no peace in Libya.
Yeah, I think we need more time. People, they are not so mature to accept. I don't know, it's very difficult. Because democracy for some is like a revenge for, I don't know. People like, you know, they I don't know. I don't know how to explain. I don't know how to explain. It's very difficult. Like they say human rights in Africa. Before we have a king, we was a, you know, Africa wasn't our president, but we have a chief. You can go to every village, we have a tradition. People respect the chief. Yeah.
They respect the chief, yeah, because
chief,
you have
everyone.
Right.
Yeah. But when they say they bring the Western culture, now you see you want to do same like the Western. So it's very difficult for African to follow that way.
So what is democracy? So what I wanted to ask you is how you ended up in Hong Kong. So you came here, you were a political activist in your country.
I just want to tell you something.
Okay.
And, you know,
and then we won't.
Activists because, you know, people was reject us like a foreign in my same country. We fight for that. Can you accept the citizens same like you, treat you like a foreign people in your own country? No. That's it.
Right.
Nobody can accept that. We just fight for that.
I see. So some entities created division in your country on purpose.
Between the people, you know, people were looking like enemies everywhere. Just by your name, people treat you like, you know. Yeah.
So Sogo was telling me earlier that things started to happen where, oh, you're from the north and you're from the south, or your name is spelled like this, so you're our enemy.
Yeah,
and
people
they created
like,
a lot of division when it was a peaceful country before that.
It's peaceful. People love each other, but now, you see, people look like an enemy, you know?
Well, look at all the countries now, you know? Egypt, Syria, so many of them. Well, anything else you want to say, Sogo? It's already...
Okay, but me, this I want to say is like, I think
your last
Western people must understand now the world is changing, you know?
The world is changing?
Of course, the world is changing. People's mind is more open than before. Now on Facebook, everything. You understand what I mean?
Facebook. I'm not on Facebook, though.
You know, people, the information going, you know, running out.
Right.
Yeah, people, they must understand this, you know. Try to do same like before, I think. They must think, you know, African people, to control them less. You understand what I mean? Yeah.
Control them less.
Yeah, less.
Did you say control?
Less.
Less. Control
because
them less.
If you say don't control them, it's like but to be like 100% to control them, I think that's no good. Must be changed.
Right.
Yeah.
So
we can be, you know, we can be partner. We can be partner with Africa to do some deal. with the government back, not in the politics, you know, to control,
Right.
like decide for the president who have to. You understand what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, this I think is over.
So let's see.
Because when we see on the TV show the election in those countries like Europe, United States, we are happy, you know. It's very good. After the election, they never become in fight. But you see in Africa, every election,
Bye, guys.
after the election,
Good night.
fighting.
Right.
We want to do the same as them, but why Africa always after the election it becomes like a war fighting?
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
We want all finish, you know. We don't want corruption. We don't
corruption,
want,
of course not.
some president brought from, you know. We don't
Right.
want. We don't want
So good. Maybe we can talk more later. And but what's your message for the world today? What's your message for the world today? Let's see, it's October 25th or something like that. Anything special you want to say?
I just want this I want is the talk about the African, because all African country, the situation like the same. This year in the war or have trouble, and this year in the peaceful. The economy is still bad, nothing changed. I think we must, you know, we must understand each other and then to fight for the right thing.
Right.
Get less corruption.
Less corruption. Oh yeah,
More
good luck with
education
that.
for kids.
It's so funny.
Yeah, more education for kids, because if the kid they get much good education, Africa will be more educated, and we will have for the future the good generation. They can, you know, they can make the Africa. They can put African up. African can be nice place. Less
Africa.
war, less
Less
trouble. Yeah, no trouble, only peace.
Only peace.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Because
Tom.
no peace, no development.
Right. So, Sogo speaks French. He learned English here, and well, we had a really interesting conversation before. So I'm trying to think of some of those things that we were saying, but mainly I wanted to know what your opinion was on Gaddafi. Too bad. Well, I know we can't show your face, but we can show your hands. Okay. So go. I'm gonna go, and we talk later. Okay.
Yeah.
Sogo's gonna do. He's working on doing comedy, and he's going to open mics, and he's got some funny jokes. Okay, thanks for listening, everyone. Thank you. Good night, and God bless everyone. Check out the pants.